going to be comparing the two most popular Shiseido foundations. And if you do follow me, you know I use a lot of Shiseido. Shiseido is one of my favorite brands. They are reliable, a luxury brand, but still affordable, and especially for the quality that you're getting, the price is amazing. I'm willing to pay that for what you get. Now, there is a little bit of kind of controversy with the foundations, and I've only been noticing it since I've been posting about it on my YouTube. Everywhere else, nobody really says anything. Hey, Liz, how are you? Hey, have you started your YouTube yet? Let me know if you did. Let me know what your channel is so I can follow you. And if you haven't, you have to. I'm waiting to be your first subscriber. Okay. So the controversy that I've been experiencing in my comment section on YouTube is that they don't work on people, that it's just, the foundation just doesn't work on their skin. Like after a few hours, it just doesn't look good. So I'm gonna compare them today for you. So I've heard more positive reactions to the Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. This is one that I see more professional makeup artists use. This is one that I see more actual reviews on and people actually saying this is their foundation that they wear every day, regardless of their skin type. It's fuller coverage. It is oil-free. It has an SPF 30. And yeah, I just hear more amazing things about it. Can you see me now? Okay. Now, the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation is the one that I started reviewing about a year ago. It was sent to me, they both were sent to me from Shiseido, but this was the first one. I believe it was maybe last March. So with this foundation, it's a little bit more for a drier skin type. So it is supposed to be a little bit more hydrating. It's not supposed to be as full coverage, but it does have more of a glow. This is an SPF 35 and it is a PA++++++, 4 pluses. So it's a little bit different. But like I said, I was really excited to try the Radiant foundation because I heard so many great things about it. But after I tried it, I think they're both extremely similar. Extremely similar. I can't really tell the difference, but I'm going to try one on each side. Yay, welcome back! So that you can see kind of what the difference is. Oh, they are two different colors though. One is 210 and one is 220. So the Radiant foundation is just a little bit darker, but that's okay. Now, another thing. I am going to be applying it with a sponge. I think a lot of times what I've noticed with the Shiseido foundations is that when you put it on with a brush, that you can actually almost apply too much, that it does create a little bit of a mask-like texture on the skin. So applying it with a sponge hopefully will give it a little bit more of a natural effect. So let's do that. Liz, as soon as you're you better do it. You better do it. I'm counting on you. I can't wait to watch your YouTube. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. Again, this is the shade 210 Birch. This is more of my, I would say, winter color. So I'm in autumn right now. I just came out of summer, so I still have a lot of color to my skin. And the only thing that I have prepped my skin with, so I don't have any primer on my skin. I don't wear primer. Hold on just a second. There we go. I don't wear primer, so the only thing that I have on my skin right now is the Aven Sickle Fate. This is my moisturizer that I use to prep my skin, so it'll be the same prep on both sides. You can see it gives you a nice glow. It's very hydrating. That's it. Okay? So I'm going to take, I'm just going to apply it straight to the sponge. All right? This is the Stands Out Beauty Sponge. I'm going to apply one pump and apply it to the side. I think one pump will be too much. That's okay though. I actually really like the smell. So I'm just pressing, dotting, kind of stippling that just all over. The Standout Sponge is really great for applying foundation. I do highly recommend it. I have a few videos on it. It's much different, I feel like, than the Beauty Blender. It doesn't like absorb as much product, and it makes your skin look really flawless when you put on foundation. So I do really enjoy, this is the only sponge that I actually enjoy using. It's the only one that I ever use. So thank you, Standout Sponge, for making such a great sponge. Okay, one pump, Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. So just kind of pressing that in. Let me just take a look. Besides being very light, I think it looks really, really good. So you can tell me if you think it looks kind of too like heavy and cakey. This is my natural skin. This is the self-refreshing. You can see it still has that beautiful glow. Very comfortable, feels like nothing. And this is the Radiant Lifting. Oh, look at that color difference. Oh, I need some sun. Okay. The one cool thing, one pump, is with the foundations, they actually lock. So both of them do this. So that's locked, and then you just do this, and it unlocks. I like that. It's great to travel with. Okay, one pump. A little bit of this goes a long way. I think you actually kind of get more per pump with the Radiant. And I can tell why professional makeup artists would like this, because it really does give you a fuller coverage. It gives you more of that perfected skin look. I don't ever even wear foundation. I always wear concealer, like as my foundation. Cover up that blemish. Did amazing at covering. And again, it feels super natural, like very skin-like. Put a little bit on my eyes too. Forgot on that side. And then I just kind of flip the sponge over so that it's on the side where the foundation was not. And like I said, for me, I don't see a difference. Not a difference enough to where it's like one is better than the other one. So this is the Radiant Lifting. This is the Synchro Skin. And they're even two different colors. Bye, Liz. Thank you so much. And you still can't tell the difference, even though they're two different colors. So you can tell me kind of what you think. If one is worth more than the other. I believe they're the same price too. Synchro Skin. Radiant Lifting. I've also heard that the Radiant Lifting is more for a mature skin. Better for a mature skin. So if you do have more mature skin, getting that one would be better for you. Again, do not see the difference. I can't really feel the difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just my bronzer and my blush. And let's just kind of take it from there. Let's see. I see no difference. The one thing that I don't like about wearing a full pump of foundation, I like kind of spot concealing with the foundation, but it makes my face look very, I don't know if you can see it, but like very mask-like. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me looking at myself and critiquing and showing how I don't want to look. So I guess that's why I normally don't wear a foundation in the first place. Now, I still think that these foundations are gorgeous. I think they're beautiful if you do like wearing a fuller coverage. I just specifically don't like seeing myself in such a full coverage. I think a tinted moisturizer is probably as much as I am going to be using in the future. And even that's probably too much. This is where this sponge really comes in handy because you can just do everything. So I just dipped into my bronzer. That does look much better. A little bit of dimension on the forehead. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I just press right into it and just go from there. Maybe I just don't like seeing myself in the beginning stages of putting on foundation, like when I don't have any other color on. So let's see if I change my mind as we add some color and some dimension. I always put my bronzer kind of under my eye. Super easy. So close, sorry about that. Shock warning. What do you think about that? Does it look like any more natural? You know, you can form your own opinions about these foundations, but I did really want to compare them to see if there was a way to make them work better for you guys, because I know some of you own these foundations. You really want to make them work, but it's just a little bit impossible at the moment. I do like it a lot better with the bronzer. This is the Alley Oop Sassy Pants Stack the Odds. Yeah, that was probably too much. It's okay. Put some on my eyelid. A little bit. Flip it over. I actually kind of like it better with just the bronzer. I guess because it doesn't make me look like as cool. I like looking a bit more warm and a bit more yellow. I know, what a strange thing to say, but it's true. Okay, I'm gonna finish kind of blending that out. I mean, to be honest, like, you just can't deny that it looks flawless. It really does. Let me kind of push these brows back up. And then what I'll do too is just kind of let this sit for just another minute, and then we'll set it. Now I do have this Shiseido setting powder, but it has almost like, which I love. But once you use the powder puff, it just gets foundation on it. Let me see if I can just pull up this little, because it has like a little net in it. Oh yeah. Okay, let's use this one just so we can kind of stay with the theme. So it has this little net, and that's where the powder puff lives, and then this is the powder. So we're just going to use the powder without the net with a brush. I didn't even put concealer on. Like, that's how good the foundation is. All right, we'll just get that off. Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer. This one got really big on TikTok. I'll just do a little bit here. But I don't even think I need it. Like, that's how full coverage everything is. I think it looks great for a foundation. I mean, if you're wearing a foundation, I can't imagine wanting anything to look different than this. I think it would be very hard for it to look better than this. I mean, the way that everything blended really well together, like the color on my cheeks, the color from my blush and my bronzer into the color of the foundation and the textures, everything mixed extremely well together. Like, it looks like very healthy, very radiant, very vibrant skin. I think my only thing is, again, that I just can't tell the difference between the two. And that's not a bad thing, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying that I think both of them are equally great. I think that whichever one you decide on would be a fine choice. So I'm going to take my sponge again. Oh. There we go. I'm going to take my sponge again. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder. Just here in my top. Take a little bit. If you have a sponge, just kind of press that powder right into the sponge, just so it doesn't come off and make it look like very masky. And look, that powder is almost like a radiant powder. So I'm just gonna powder it. I don't normally powder, if you don't know. I normally just leave the radiance. But I know a lot of you guys powder, and this is how you would wear your foundation. So I just want to show you, you know, if it is going to work, maybe this is a way that it will work. So if you haven't been trying powder on top, maybe you can. Just for your reference as well, this sponge is a bit damp. So I am applying the powder with a damp sponge. You can still see the radiance. Very three-dimensional glow. I mean, it looks like skin, feels like skin. Doesn't look flat, matte at all. If anything, I think it kind of blurred that a little bit. Gonna take it again on this side. And in this instance, I'm just setting everything because I would assume that if you were wearing this as your everyday look, that you would probably set all of your stuff, as in like all of your cream product. Feels incredibly skin-like. I think the Radiant actually made it more mattifying, like actually went more matte, more of like a satin type of finish, because the sheen is there, like the radiance, but it's not as glowy as this one is. This one kind of still looks fresh and vibrant even with the powder. And I think the Radiant ended up going a little bit more satin, a little bit more mattified. What do you think? How do you feel about it? Would you get one over the other? Now, again, this is just a comparison just to see if you were interested in buying this foundation, you know, what is it actually going to look like? What will it be like? I think it'd be great. I do thoroughly love Shiseido, like I said before, so, you know, hopefully you will too, because the brand is great. And like I said, I've heard so many great things about the Radiant Lifting Foundation, but still I think that my favorite is the Synchro Skin. This is the Synchro Skin again with powder over top. This is the Radiant. See that? This is just, there's so much more life left on this one. So I guess now you know as well, when you powder the Radiant, maybe it will give you more longevity, and maybe it will give you a better overall wear time than the Synchro Skin. Or maybe it just depends on your skin type as well and what you actually like to wear. Maybe you don't like something that's so radiant. I have a normal to oily skin type, and I still love the Radiance. So choose your player, you know? Well, I hope that this was even the slightest bit informative for you guys. Again, I love them both. But I think my choice is the Synchro skin. I think it also maybe doesn't look as heavy. So weird seeing myself with full foundation. But anyways, I hope that this helped. Whatever one you choose, please let me know in the comments, or which one you think looks better and you're more inclined to buy. I can't wait to see what you guys think. And don't forget that whenever you want to try something, please go to Sephora or Ulta. If you're in Australia, Mecca, Sephora again, and get samples. Always try before you buy. You know, don't listen to anybody or anybody's hot take on whatever it is that is in their video. You know, really try it before you buy and really love it, because that's kind of what a product should do for you. It should like make you so passionate about it. So anyways, it's just my opinion. I hope this helps. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope that you have a really wonderful day wherever you are. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you again. Bye bye.